Welcome to PIL, the Planetside Infantry League. This is 6v6. Two teams containing 6 players face off each other on a pre-selected base for 2 rounds of 15 minutes. The goal is simple: try to outscore your opponent. There are many ways to score points. Each kill of your opponent grants 1 point, with a few exceptions. A kill with a rocket launcher is worth 0 points. A kill as a max unit is also worth 0 points. But killing an enemy max unit will grant you 6 points no matter the weapon. The first capture or defense grants your team a total of 9 points. After this, a capture in the same round will grant your team a total of 18 points. As you gain points, there are some actions of which you will lose points. A team kill or a suicide makes you lose 2 points. A team kill on a max or suicide as 1 makes you lose 8 points. Each team starts from a designated spawn position from a vehicle called the Sunder. When the first round ends, both teams will switch sides. The team with the highest score at the end of 2 rounds wins the match. May the best team win.
Hi, hello everybody, and welcome to PIL Season 2. Once again, I'm back. I am your Gelos, your caster for today. I am joined here by James.
Hello!
Today we are casting, what is this, MEN6 versus LeFo.
Should be good.
Yeah.
These are both pretty strong teams.
Yeah, and they're bringing out a pretty good roster, too. Let's go ahead and take a look at those rosters. I might still have one of these blurred out. Let me look. I do. Hold on a second. There we are. All right, so for the MEN6 side, we have Zenora, Sterners, Street Scum, and Billy for the heavies, Sup for the LA game, and Toby MK for the Bolt. That's actually probably one of their better lineups, I can say. Consistent players on Jaeger, people that anybody that goes to pickups or Pog knows these guys pretty well. So these guys know the map. They know how to play these maps. This is going to be a pretty fun time for them. And then on the LeFo side, we've got Ziller, Captain Quad, Hyungju, Charlie, all for heavies. Father Time their Bolt, and 5 for their LA. And these are not really players that should be discounted at all, because these are fairly strong players in their own right. Ziller, pretty decent heavy there. Charlie also goes to pickups quite a lot, goes to Pog quite a lot, knows the maps in and out. Father Time, a very strong Bolt we've seen multiple times now. 5, also a decent LA. And Hyungju also coming in with a lot of pickups and Pog experience as well. Should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, it should be close. I really think both of these teams can win this if they play properly. MEN6 maybe slightly more the favorites, I would say, just due to their overall experience as a team. But LeFo definitely cannot be discounted for winning this.
Not at all, yeah.
This should be a good one.
Now for the map, we've got Shack Fusion. This is a map that requires a little bit more coordination to breach in if you are on the west side, and it requires a little bit more patience if you get pushed out of the building from the east side. And I'll explain what that means in just a moment here as I go into in-match. Give me just a second. So here we are.
This is a really dynamic map.
It is, yeah. A fairly new map, too, compared to a lot of these, too. This was only introduced, I think, about a year ago or so. So, we're talking about Shack. This is the east side spawn. This has technically a faster run into the powerhouse building right here. This can be a double-edged sword, though. So, for the opener, we do expect the east side to get in here quicker and potentially even lock out the west side if they're quick enough and strong enough in their team play. But what will happen potentially is if the west side gets control of the building, if they clear out the entire east side spawns, they have the rail here to camp with a Bolt or a heavy. They have the roof right over here to camp with a LA. That's a great drop down spot. And then they have this catwalk here to hold and watch door 2. This can potentially lock out the east side very, very effectively, forcing them to, instead of using door 1, go up here to Catwalk, which is a longer runtime. But if they don't do that, they could potentially feed a lot of points doing essentially a death funnel into door 1. Got to be very careful of that if you're east side spawn.
Yeah, I think both of these teams have the experience to hopefully not feed into that, but sometimes you can just get caught. Sometimes you sort of brain off, you run through, and you remember what you're doing, and get blasted. But
it does happen.
No, this should be really good. LAs have a lot of dominance on this map, especially coming from the east side, which is where MEN6 are going to be starting. A lot of opportunity to drop multiple different doors, as well as from the other side as well, actually. You'll see the LeFo LA likely dropping that door 1 drop a lot, causing a lot of problems for MEN6 behind them. So MEN6 are going to have to play. Jesus Christ! Like, use your words. MEN6 are going to have to play very aware of the fact that the LA drops are going to be coming in frequently as well.
Yeah, and hopefully we don't see too many flubs going into that door 1 funnel. Hopefully we don't see too many flubs on the LA game. You know, because you gotta be careful. If you're west side and you clear out the east side LA, it doesn't mean that you have the roof control for very long. The instant spawn timers now mean that all it takes is a quick Icarus jump jet, and you're back on the roof, potentially right where west side LA would be holding, right here along door 1. So you gotta be very quick if you clear out the first LA. Now, there are a couple things to note about...
Testing whisper to the teams.
There are a couple things to note about the map. East side usually has an easier time of getting building control right off the bat. We explained that a second ago. But they also have a better...
guys, we will start the match next tick on 0. That is in 1 minute and 51 seconds.
They also have a better time at holding on to hallway as their reinforcements come in from door 1 and come straight up to hall. It means that if they play around hall, they're actually in a pretty good spot a lot of the times. They can cover skinny, they can cover server, they can cover both door 1 and 3 quite easily from this position. Not every team plays it super well on hall, but we will see if, because it's MEN6 on the east side for the start, we'll see if MEN6 wants to do it that way or if they want to go a little aggressive, which is really, really hard on this map from the east side. Now, for west side, they have access to this giant catwalk run here. I think it's right here is the boundary that west side spawn has. You can't go past this tile right here running that direction. So all of that up until this box here is free, and you don't have to worry about getting killed unless it's from the LA here on the roof, which usually doesn't happen. And then they're free to start running up on the catwalk, and then they can get a flank in onto door 3 or potentially just jump off from the wall downstairs. That can also happen, and it's effective, but you got to be very careful when you're doing it, because if you get spotted out as you're doing that, you know, there could be a run coming in from door 2. They'll catch you as you're going to door 3. You got to be very careful of that too. But overall, west side tends to have
30 seconds.
Tends to have a good time if they can spawn lock. East side tends to have a good time if they can get building control generally. So we'll see if each side can manage that.
20 seconds.
Now, I don't expect to see a surprise in the rosters. I do think we're going to see
10,
4 heavies,
9,
1 bolt, 1 LA
8,
each side.
7, 6.
Yeah, that's the very
5,
standard setup.
4, 3.
You want a large
2,
presence inside the building,
1,
just to hold it. And the bolt's really strong on this map. They can really lock down a lot of good corridors on this map.
And it looks like that's exactly what we're looking at here. Bolt in 1 bolt, 1 LA for the MEN6 team. The rest heavies.
LeFo going very heavy early on into server with 4.
Drop
sub
there.
drops does die though. Yeah.
Gets a trade at least. Oh, and Billy also attempting to get aggressive there. Goes down to a lot of LeFo heavy.
It does appear that because sub dropped and died, 5 has now taken the roof control. He's gone straight up to the server the smokestack.
Oh, but sub takes him.
Does go down.
Very, very close battle there by Sup and 5.
Zilla and Quad trying to take the fight in server now. Sup has dropped behind them.
Oh yeah, and there's that nice flank from Sup. Gets a double
very
there.
Good flank by Sup. Does go down to Hangzhou.
Yeah, but building control does remain in favor of... Actually, nobody. Nobody's really in the building except for the bolt on bottom floor. Although, because it's a faster runtime, MEN6 is getting back faster.
Yeah. MEN6 also getting the point to flip in their favor, so that's got to be weighing on the mind of LeFo now, that they're going to have to consider jumping point at some point. LeFo's stacking up outside server again, looking to do the push. They're playing off of Father Time, trying to get picks. Toby does bolt Charlie. Doesn't kill him, though. They're aware LeFo really playing outside now. This is giving MEN6 a lot of time on point.
Yeah, and there's only a minute left until that cap, and if the cap goes through, that's +9 points in favor of MEN6. LeFo really should not just give this up that quickly.
No, you really don't want to give an early cap away if you can avoid it.
Father Time getting a little aggressive here.
He does get splashed. Quad is coming in to help him. On the other side, we have Hangzhu and Zilla coming up skinny. This could be a good break in the flank.
It could be a good pincer if LeFo actually takes advantage of it. But one player goes down. Meanwhile, LeFo is now stuck inside of skinny. They're pushing back down. Looks like they're going for point.
Yep. They really
Billy
need to
here
get
with the
someone
flank.
on this point. Yeah, he's gonna contest this point,
Billy
wanting
takes
to
him
make
with
the
the
cap go
punish.
through. Not much catwalk gameplay so far. Most of the fighting taken towards the server side and point.
I suspect once we see that point cap go through, we're going to see a lot more outside play by the MEN6 team. I think they're really focusing point because it's so close to the cap.
Yeah.
Big push here coming in, potentially skinny. Actually, he looks like he already left. Oh, Hangzhu goes down from Toby there.
pick.
There's the
Yep,
cap.
that's the point. That's a really early cap for MEN6.
Scores right now are
Zilla caught
29 to 17 in favor of MEN6.
That's an early lead. 3 minutes in. That's quite a strong lead.
Yeah, dude. MEN6 really flexing their experience on this map quite well.
Enemy heavy. Stay alert. Enemy heavy nearby.
Toby here kind of scoping out skinny,
Eyes open. Enemy
waiting for those pushers.
LeFo committing pretty heavily to skinny, but they're going to get caught by 2, peeking them. There's a lot of the MEN6 team up in this hallway area.
It is
Although it
surprising we're not seeing so much LeFo presence around door 3 area, because that has not been covered by MEN6 very well.
Maybe they realize they don't have to cover it. LeFo isn't really pushing for it that much. LeFo definitely seeming to favor this server push and the skinny pushes, not really using much more of the map at the moment. Would like to see them open up a bit more.
Hangzhu goes down around door 3. The LA battle, however, is up to Sup. Sup takes him. So LA
Good
game
pick by
control.
Seb. Yep. Oh, Zilla's close on Toby. Toby doesn't know, but Billy has caught Zilla. Yep.
Toby gets father time there.
They do need to flip the point back. They can't give away a load of free time. There we go.
Yeah.
Toby
Anybody
has
that
dropped
doesn't
the
know,
point. Yeah.
if there is a recap by LeFo in this half, because MEN6 has already gotten the cap, that would be an 18-point cap. It's very, very rare that it happens. It's super, super rare, but it could still happen. So you really don't want to let that go.
And that is a significant amount of like that is a chunk of points that can win you a match.
That's I believe that's is that 3
wipes.
Is that 3 wipes?
3
worth?
full wipes worth of points, which is massive. Zilla playing now on this pillar down in the lobby. This is the sort of position I want to see more LeFo players playing from. Sort of trying to push at the flanks and the sides of the MEN6 rather than pushing into them. Oh, Charlie and Street knife fighting. Charlie does go down. Street gets cleaned up though.
Now, looks like LeFo wants to push outdoor 3, maybe get a little spawn camp action set up.
Yep.
Maybe not.
We have Sup and Billy coming from server side. Billy has done the wall jump to come up there. Sup is going all the way to skinny. This is a massive flank from Sup.
LeFo currently playing a little too conservatively. They really should be getting that spawn camp set up, but it just seems like they're kind of fearing the repercussions of peeking outdoor 3.
Yep. Sup does come up skinny, takes one, but does go down. Big flank. Maybe not timed as well with his team.
Yeah, the team hasn't pushed in quite yet. They're now on... Oh, Cylinder, and Zenora goes down to the bolt. As well as a drop down here on door 3, but he goes down to Toby.
Yep. LeFo seeming to back up a bit now. Moving back towards server and towards the point rather than holding aggressively. They did take a few casualties. Oh, a big push by MEN6 coming up the grand staircase. Zenora's going to get caught inside. Oh, he does take Father Time, though. That's a good pick by
very
Zenora.
good pick. And Zenora stays alive with half health still. I don't think he has any medkits left or something. Yeah, Zenora running back out. I think he's out of medkits.
Zilla's playing this door 3. He wants to push it. I don't think there's anyone in MEN6 watching it currently. Toby seems kind of aware of the fact that there could be a flank coming in. Ooh. Oh, we have got Catwalk finally. Zenora's now fighting Zenora's now fighting Charlie up on Catwalk. Zilla does come in and help take out Zenora.
MEN6 now holding on to Hall quite well. Looks like they're just going to be sticking around this area specifically. They did just get Emp though. It's a strong Emp.
Oh,
there's
Zilla's
nobody
coming
to
all the
take
way for
advantage
door
yet.
1 flank. He's coming to door 1.
This could
Here's
be
the
very
left
bad.
flank. Oh, he does
but
get
he's
called
spotted
very
out.
early. He goes down.
all
Yeah.
the way around the corner. Goes down.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. 2 in server for LeFo. They're having to back up. They're just due to the overwhelming presence of MEN6 in that hallway area.
Yep, MEN6 continuing to hold on to hallway here. Doesn't look like they really want to give that up at all. It's a good spot for him to just hold on to and stick on. Quad goes down to Bolt, but there's a push-up Skinny. It's dealing a lot of damage to Sternus. He goes down.
Oh, he does go down. Charlie's going to trade places with Hangzhu. Does go down to Billy, though.
Billy with that Punisher, very good close range kind of SMG weapon there.
Yep. Street's going to take the close range position. Yep. The point not being flipped. The point has been neutral for a long time now. MEN6 obviously don't need the cap. They've already got that. But LeFo could flip the point at least to try and bring MEN6 down out of that hallway position and
Might
onto
be a
the
smart
point.
play here, because right now they cannot get them off of this hallway.
No.
But at the same time, it's super open on that hallway, so if they do that, they got to worry about MEN6 dropping down on them. And in fact, there's a couple
door
MEN6
free
players down
flank.
too.
Yep, door free flank from Street picks up Charlie. Quad
And
also
then
goes
another-
down at Skinny door.
Yeah, another push there on Skinny, manages another pick at the same time. Sup is
Sup
just
having to
getting
shuffle, yep.
shot to hell over here on the roof. Has to actually abandon the roof entirely and leave.
That's always a threat when you're playing LA's from the side he's coming
Yep.
from, is any respawns are going to catch you out. They can see you pretty visibly on the
Yeah.
roof there.
And it's not just the damage that they can do, but it's the spot as well.
Yeah.
And that's really what can get you, because you don't even know if you're spotted sometimes. Then the LA will come to you. You won't even know.
Oh, Billy's appears to be either conked or looking the wrong way. He does take Charlie, though.
He does, yeah.
Very good pick by Billy.
Comes back in, gets another pick as well.
Oh, Hangzhu slightly late.
Oh, but he does
He's
pick
with Zilla,
Sternus.
though. Oh, good pick by Billy on time.
Another fantastic pick there by Billy.
Billy's
Billy
popping
coming
off
up,
here.
potentially another. Oh, he goes down to
Oh.
Ziller, ending the streak.
Really well played by Billy there.
Yeah,
though.
it was. Going back and forth with that Punisher, doing a lot of damage there.
Managing to get a lot of time for his team to come back into the building as well.
Yep.
Oh, a good flank from Quad onto Toby on door
Yeah.
3 does take him.
Toby couldn't quite manage the double body there.
Oh, Street's up on Catwalk, though. Quad's in a bad position here. He's quite caught out. Hangzhu is close. He's going to attempt to support.
That was a big Desi splash. Billy's gonna catch him. He sees
Yeah.
it, gets him. Sternus, however, does go down around door 3. Billy coming in to try and clean that up. He gets
Oh,
Charlie,
good
but
pick by
goes
Billy.
down to Father Time. Fantastic pick.
Zilla here watching the reverse side of Dubs, fearing maybe a sup drop coming in from Dubs, but Sup is backed up to door 1.
Enemy heavy spotted.
Street here, just trying to clear out Catwalk. Looks like he's just wanting to keep them off this this cat position.
LeFo now holding this hallway area. Pretty heavy. They've got 3 heavies and the bolt all inside here.
A really nice pick here on Catwalk by Toby. Gets Charlie all the way down the aisle.
A good pick by Sternus onto Father Time. Billy comes in with the flank and takes 1 and trades.
Stay alert. Enemy heavy nearby.
Now we got a small push coming in from MEN6 on Fat.
Oh, a big LeFo reinforcements coming in Skinny, though. There is 3 heavies there. That's going to be a
Father
big
Time
fight
on
coming
point,
onto
which
big.
they do not realize he's there. Father Time almost gets the bolt off Toby. Gets a body.
Father Time pretty exposed here on the point. He does make it back to cover. Zenora and Sterner is pushing up. Oh, that's a good flank from Sup. He's distracted the attention of hallway. And Men6
Yep,
wipes that with no
Men6
losses.
is
Really
wiping
well played
Skinny,
there.
and almost, yep, he gets the bolt.
Yeah, really well played by Sup there. He caused so much distraction with that dubs drop that none of the heavies stayed watching Big. Really well played, really well timed on their part.
Men6 once again holding on to hallway here.
Definitely seeming comfortable with this hallway hold.
Big M from Toby. But he goes down right away
Let's
after.
go down.
Come on, we're losing this.
Now here's a big M from Father Time. Gets the hit on Hall. Billy goes down immediately.
It's a good push by LeFo. They've got early picks.
Those M's are so important when you
Street's
put
out
them.
skinny door. Street was out skinny door.
That is interesting.
behind
He
the
must
LeFo
have
team.
ran out that direction instead of going out door 3. Probably the smart move because I think they were scoping that out. Oh, but he goes down as soon as he peeks in. Oh, and a
good
double
picks by
pick
Father
there.
Time. Really well played.
Father Time, despite the pressure, manages that double pick. That was really nice.
Zilla goes down to Sternerus. Billy's inside hall. He does lose to quad. Well, Sternerus is going to come in and try retrade.
Looks like Sup's about to go for the flank.
Oh, quad is so low on that skinny. He's had to drop point into Zenora. Zenora takes him.
Nobody left for Sup to flank, unfortunately. The entire Men6 team has taken back Hall. Looks.
Yep. Father Time coming in door 3 alone here. Oh, Charlie went all the way to door 1. That's a good flank. Takes Toby.
Trades with
Let's
him
go
after.
down.
I'd actually like to win this fight.
Father Time has just exposed himself around door 3, so they're going to be watching that more often now.
Oh, Zilla's going to get caught in the side hit from Sternerus trying to push doubles. Sternerus playing the further away door, Street playing the closer one. I don't think he realized there was 2 there.
Ooh, Street goes down early to Father Time on Skinny Hole.
Sternerus is conked inside dubs, but quad doesn't push it. Oh, he misses the opportunity. 4 heavies for LeFo coming towards this dub side. Sup is above all of them. If he spots this, this is going to get called out really quickly.
Oops, Sup's doing a little damage on all of them. Gets
Yep.
one pick, and
Good
the other
drop.
gets clean.
Good pick by Street. Yeah,
oh, and he
that's
gets
it.
another. That's a
Really
fantastic
well dropped.
clear there.
The Bolt and the LA outside, but they're not going to be able to push that. Oh, Father does take 1 though.
Sternus.
The Bonu sovereignty has taken the facility.
Oh, Father Time getting a body on Toby.
Oh, come on, Toby! He's living. Oh no!
Toby's gonna
The
get away, it
heavy's
looks
there.
like.
Oh, Hangzhou can't find where he went.
Yeah.
Toby
You gotta
might
be
live
careful.
here.
Gotta be careful. You gotta make sure you.
Oh,
Oh, and Father Time goes down after that first shot he got on Toby.
Very well played by Toby there. Flank from Sup onto Hangzhou. They're both crouching behind the boxes and the railing.
Oh, a nice Desi there. That
Good
actually managed to kill himself at the same time, which means that the kill and death was a net 0.
Yep. He was unlikely to get more out of that situation, though. It was unlikely he wins the 1v1 on such low health. So a good push to trade out the kill at least.
LeFo here now making a push onto server. They've actually got Hall back right now. Lots of conks coming out, but there's nobody to hit them.
Oh,
And an
loads
Emp
loads
as
of
well.
conks.
Hyungju coming around for door 1 peek. Goes down to Toby right away, though. Now a big door 3 push from Men6.
I want to see
Sternus
if
goes
Sup
down.
is going to drop this.
Father Time
Sup
has
has
so
been
far
playing
got
these drops a lot.
Let's
Oh, he's
see.
still dueling 5s just outside dubs.
Probably the smart play. You got to make sure you deal with that LA before doing anything else. Oh, but looks like he's
Hungji-
going for that
That
S7
is
push,
half
maybe.
time. That is half time.
And that will be half.
So overall, Men6 at 102, LeFo at 65. Men6 doing a fantastic job at holding this building. Now we're going to be swapping sides here, which means that Men6 is going to be on a stronger spot to be a kind of spawn camper, but not quite a building holder. So if LeFo can take advantage of how strong that hallway is, they could potentially come back at least some in these points. Potentially, maybe even come back entirely. But we got to see how they play. All right, let's take a look at these individual scores while we're waiting. Again, Men6 at 102, LeFo at 65. For the Men6 side, we have Sup at 14 net, 24 kills, 10 deaths. He was the LA the entire game, top frag of the game as well. just a ton of kills and really flexing his ability on this map. If you compare that with LeFo's LA5, who seems to be struggling dealing with sup, you can see where he's getting a lot of these points is just dealing with that LA, getting a drop in or two, and then getting out or dying on the flank. Overall, it's really working for him with only 10 deaths too. It's very impressive. For Toby as well, we've got +8 net, 16 kills, 8 deaths, 69% HSR. Very nice.
Very nice.
Bolters are expected to do pretty well on this map, no matter what, because this is another one of those powerhouse maps. You can see on the other side, Father Time is also the only one going positive on their side as the Bolt. So again, Bolts tend to do well on powerhouse maps. This kind of shows that a little bit here with his net score there. Sternus going +5 net, 18 kills, 13 deaths. Street going +1 net, 9 kills, 7 deaths. Going a little bit more for the passive play, not dying nearly as much, but not getting nearly as many kills. But what's important here is his net is at least positive, which is good. Billy going net 0 and Zenora going net 0. Billy using the Punisher going 14 and 14, 50% HSR, always up close. Zenora going 13 and 13, 54% HSR. I don't think he was using the Punisher the entire time, was he? Couldn't quite remember.
I can't. I don't know. I don't think so.
And then
he
obviously
switched around.
MEN6 with the cap gives him another 9 points. And then LeFo, we've got Father Time, we said already. He has +2 net, 15 kills, 13 deaths, 93% HSR as well. That's still scary stats right there. You gotta be very careful when he actually shoots you. That's almost 95% HSR. It's a lot of those shots are just hitting heads. So it's good. That's good. That helps his team quite a lot. We've also got Ziller at -1 only, 14 kills, 15 deaths. Quad -2, Youngju -4. Those heavies there all not having a terrible time. Those scores are scores you can come back from. Within the first few minutes. The one that I'm looking out for is Charlie. He's at -13, 6 kills, 19 deaths. He's having a rough time inside, it seems.
Yeah.
He needs to probably play a little bit more with his team. Maybe. I'm not quite sure what was going on with Charlie. My hope is that he can kind of figure out what he did wrong. Second half, come in, get a little bit more refreshed, and then fix any kind of issues that he was having. 5 is a bit of a different story. He does have to deal with sup. So, fighting sup, you might still end up losing points, but the point is that you need to harass him no matter what. Even if you do lose the points, if you can keep Sup from doing those drop downs, we were talking about a little bit ago where Sup looked like he could go for the drop, but he was still dueling 5. So that's really where 5's strength needs to come in. He needs to make sure he's continuously harassing Sup, not allowing him to do those drop downs, even if it does mean he loses a couple of points here and there. And then if he can manage the roof control, he can do a quick drop down because where he's coming from, he can go to dubs this half and then do a drop down in. So we'll see.
Yeah, I definitely don't think this is over for LeFo. This is
no, not at all.
They're gonna have to play well going into the second half. They can't make major mistakes as often. But this is definitely a score you can come back from.
Absolutely is. Now, I want to talk a little bit about where LeFo is going to be starting. They're going to have, and this is a team with a little bit less experience than MEN6, I'd say, but most of the individual players do know about the death funnel thing. So if MEN6 takes control of the building and gets this rail control right here, and then gets catwalk control up here, LeFo is going to be in trouble. They're going to need to use catwalk quite a lot in that case. This is something that we've seen in other matches. This is something I've experienced just recently fighting against RA, where if you start losing the door 1 push potentially, you really don't have a choice. You have to push up catwalk, and you have to go up here. Now, if MEN6 predicts that they're going to do that, they might send people up here to hold on Grand Stair, hold on this angle here, and then peek. That's a strong play as well. We'll see if MEN6 thinks that far ahead, or if they just kind of play with the simple angles, kind of like I kind of expect them to. But we'll see.
Okay, guys, we'll start the second half next tick on 0. That is in 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Something I want to pay attention to is Charlie is actually known for being a bolter. And he's obviously struggling the most on heavy, so I'm curious to see if maybe he switches places with Father Time. Because Father Time is doing well as the Bolt, but is it a case of would
1
Charlie
minute
on
until
Bolt and
second
Father
half
Time as
starts.
heavy be a better net total
You know,
than Charlie?
I don't expect that to happen, as Father Time is a like that designated kind of role a lot of the time. So I don't expect it, but at the same time, you know, maybe. You know, if Charlie's really not feeling and really wants to try out that bolt again, you know, maybe they'll throw him out and then try out Father Time on
30
heavy. You know,
seconds.
you really don't know how some players do when it comes to switching classes. You'd never guess that Coach was a bolt man,
A known bolter,
a
in
known
20
bolter.
seconds.
What a flex role he is.
fact.
All right, so I'm gonna start taking a look at the LeFo team.
10,
I will follow
9,
MEN6 down.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Do we see the Drifter play?
1, go.
Oh,
No, maybe. No. Ah, you always have to wish.
one day we'll see.
One day.
LeFo coming in with the classic 4 heavies at 1 bolt, 1 LA.
Yep, MEN6
Charlie's still
splitting
playing heavy.
between Skinny and Dubs. This is pretty standard opening. Hope he goes down really early though. That's an unfortunate pick.
Ooh, Sternus here on Hall, but he's about to get pincered.
Oh,
Goes
Hangzhou
down.
comes up from Skinny and behind Dubs, taking 2. That's a really good flank by Hangzhou off the bat.
Yeah, so far, very, very good opener by LeFo. LeFo is going to take building control for now. Now, if they can lock MEN6 out for a while, this actually could really, really be strong for them. We got to see how MEN6 plays it.
Yeah.
I see a
Hangzhou's
flank
gonna
coming
take
door
the
1.
outside Dubs fight. Oh, yeah, Toby's had to back off. He was holding that, but he has no support from any other heavies.
Zenora going in door 1, gets 1 pick off 5. Father Time goes down as well. A big push from MEN6 going straight up to Fat.
Dubs waiting to drop that Dubs. There we go. He's coming in Dubs now. He's gonna help take Zilla down.
Yep.
That
And
looks
then
like
that's,
a wipe.
yeah, that's a MEN6 building control.
Now we want to see how aggressive MEN6 goes on this this door 1 side.
We've got Billy holding up behind Rail, it looks like. Now he's going to go out. They don't have their bolt. Oh, their bolt is actually holding on that that monitor way back there. That's an interesting spot because you don't expect that, and if you start pre-firing the rail,
Zenora's
you only hit maybe leg, maybe if you're hitting in the right spot.
a really good position by Zenora here to catch 1 up on the catwalk flank. And Sup comes and helps take down Father Time. That's
Look
really
at-
well played by Zenora.
Look at this nutty flank. We just had Charlie and Hangzhou go all the way around the building to Skinny. They got 1 pick, but unfortunately they got traded back out, both of them. So that's actually a -1 team fight. But that was a really, really crazy flank. You don't see that.
We can still win this.
Now, it looks like
LeFo-
none of the LeFo teams is falling for the death funnel here. They're gonna
No.
go straight for catwalk.
Yep, Sup is going to spot a lot of this if he's paying attention, because he is playing up on the roof currently. Zenora's up there as well. He takes the first fight. Does lose to Charlie, though.
Yeah, that's a big, big push here going around to door 3.
This is likely all spotted, though. MEN6 will know this is coming. Quad maybe going too aggressive up on the catwalk, gets taken down by Toby.
Father Time here holding around door 3 angle.
Enemy heavy nearby. Stay
He's
alert.
going for the point as well, but Toby sees it. The rest of the
Push up
LeFo
big
team
by
pushing
LeFo.
fast.
Does look like a successful clear of Dubs for LeFo. Sup is coming door 3. He's going to take a fight with Charlie. Oh, Father Time comes in support. Sup does get caught by nearly the entire
Ooh,
LeFo team
wow. Huge
Yeah.
turnaround on him. Father Time just got conked there, but that's not really going to affect him too much, as the rest of the MEN6 team has not pushed in yet. MEN6 kind of struggling to deal with this building hold. LeFo doing a really good job so far.
Stay alert.
LeFo playing it very similar to how MEN6
MEN6
played
was,
it.
yeah.
Enemy heavy nearby. Eyes open. Enemy heavy.
Good EMP. I believe
Yeah.
that was Father Time's EMP. Did a lot of damage.
That was actually Toby. Toby EMP'd into Hall.
Really? Oh, okay. I got that wrong then.
Yeah.
Billy got caught by it, but it doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. Then they wiped out.
Yep.
Give it your all.
Now,
MEN6 taking the yard aggressively. They don't want to get caught out early.
again, LeFo not funneling into door 1. They're going straight around. Lots of conks going out to Hall, but I know the MEN6 team, a lot of them do run Ocular Shield.
I've just noticed something. 5 is no longer in LA. He's a heavy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
So
LeFo is running 5 heavies and a bolt. No
So,
LA.
more
Sup
pressure
has full
inside.
control of the roof. Sup has freedom to where he wants to drop.
Yep, and in fact, he does drop here, but he fails to get 5. 5 shuffling
does
out,
catch him.
almost gets away. So close. Sup actually got a headshot on 5 as he bunny hopped himself
Oh,
back out.
Sup takes the bolt as well. You really don't want to give freedom to the other
Yeah.
team's LA.
Yeah, this could be fatal for LeFo if they allow this to continue happening, because Sup has absolutely free reign on a lot of the map right now. Sup now scoping out Dubs, gets another pick off Quad.
Good pick by Zilla onto Billy. Does get traded out though.
Yep.
Oh, a lot of LeFo having to back down this big staircase. MEN6 applying a lot of pressures. Nora's on the point. He's having to hide. Does survive though.
Meanwhile, Sup, because he has free reign, drops down door 1, but he can just go right back.
Still got this
Yep.
out.
Oh, Quad
Really-
might funnel here.
Yeah, I really want to see an LA back out from the LeFo team. I don't think this is the right play to give Sup complete freedom. So Nora's coming on door 3. Father Time does get caught. Zilla's also very low. He does go
Nice
down.
bunny hop there by Zenora, gets Ziller. Quad also going down to Zenora as well. Oh no, that was Sup that got Quad.
Charlie playing door 3. This is a good angle. Oh, Stunnerus does see it though coming.
LeFo once again locked out of the building. Doesn't look like MEN6 wants to take up that spawn camp position.
Oh,
as much
Billy's
as
gonna
just
spot
hold.
this entire yard push. There's 4 coming yard, and Billy is above it all. Sup's there as well.
Oh, Billy
Oh,
goes down early.
Very good pick by Zilla.
Sup here gets the drop down. Zenora also there to back it up on door 3.
Toby's coming to back up from a long distance away as well.
Oh,
MEN6
this
doing a
is-
really good job of shuffling who's taking damage and
Yep.
putting someone else out to like take the aggro almost.
So far, this has been a good counter push here.
Stay alert. Enemy heavy nearby.
LeFo backing up to door 1. Very heavy in door 1 now.
Ooh, Toby with a nice pick off of Father Time removes the bolt from door 1, and another off of Hungju.
Ooh, Quad goes down trying to push Toby. Caught
Helps,
between Sup, Billy.
Helps Billy take out Quad there on door 3. It's 35 seconds now until the cap. Scores are 142 to 93 in favor of MEN6. They're doing a phenomenal job, especially on this half, but I think a lot of that has to be contributed to the fact that there is no LA on the LeFo side.
Yeah.
That's a fatal mistake.
Sup's score really running away this half. You
Yeah.
know, he gets to pick his engagements entirely himself.
Yep.
He isn't dictated by anything other than when he feels comfortable to take a fight.
Yeah, and that is really going to play well into his hands, because he's already at 23 net with 36 kills. He is just running away with this match.
Really need to see some catwalk presence from LeFo, because Billy is catching out every push that LeFo is taking into yard. Oh, Sup Black Hands Father Time on catwalk. Sup is really playing well right now.
Sup should be noted, he's using a Horizon, which is a good long to medium range kind of weapon. It's also good in close range because you can actually use its jump, its zero cone of fire as you're jumping and falling to your advantage very well. Especially since I think Sup is using Icarus jump jets.
Yes, I believe he is.
Sup with a nice
Oh.
double there on door 1. He gets both Ziller and Quad.
We have had a flank from Hangzhou into Dubs, but he does get traded out. I really want to see LeFo start pushing some more of these other angles. They're coming through this door 1 area a lot into yard.
Oh, interesting. I think we see Father Time now on LA. He's swapped off Bolt and is going for the LA. He can't.
Yep, I think they've realized.
You can't just give Sup the game.
No, Sup does take him early though. Hangzhou is going for the wide flank all the way to Dubs. I don't know if any of the MEN6 players are going to be watching for this flank.
Yeah, nice flank there by the MEN6 team on onto the door 2 put.
Oh, Street does go down to Hangzhou. That's a good flank. Stunnerus is going to come in and try and trade it out. Oh, Hangzhou's just running.
Oh yeah, he's
running.
just gonna
He's
leave.
gone all
Wow.
the way. Yep, he's
Yeah,
gone.
he's just going all the way back to bot. That is not something you see very often. Usually, if you're on the flank, you want more than just one kill before you leave.
No. I guess it at least draws a couple of the Men6 players back to that side. Zenora's up here on the catwalk. He's going to take a fight with Quad soon. Oh, Billy's coming to back him up, though. Quad's in a risky position here. Yeah, he even gets caught by Sup across from the other building.
Now a push here by MEN6 into door 3 as well.
Oh, Sup
Gets
takes out Charlie.
Charlie, who's now on
switched to the Bolt. Yep.
So for the roles, for everybody that is not paying attention, Charlie is no longer a heavy, he's Bolt. Father Time is no longer a Bolt, he is LA. 5 is no longer an LA, he is a heavy. For anybody keeping track.
Curious if all these players that have switched to new roles are comfortable in their new roles. I know
Well, we know
Charlie
Charlie.
can Bolt. Billy's got the good flank here on Father Time and 5 pushing this catwalk. Playing in the corner. Good trade out by 5, though, onto Billy. I think at this point, it's unlikely LeFo comes back into this.
Only about 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the match, and we're looking at 183 to 102 in favor of MEN6. I think
so that's an 80-point lead.
Yeah, that's more than enough to say that you can't really win this one if you're LeFo. But what LeFo can do is still learn from what MEN6 is doing, kind of figure out how to deal with this kind of strategy where MEN6 is a team that just seems to move around the map a ton. They're much like I think RA did this a lot to us as well, where they just keep swapping positions so often. You can never get a handle on where exactly they are. The best way to counter this kind of thing is just to distract them in one spot and then go to the other spot. We found for RA, but of course we lost our match to RA. So this kind of strategy is very, very effective.
It looks like Sup has been left alone on the roof again. Father Time now playing heavy.
And once again, we should stress that you really don't want to leave Sup the roof. You cannot let one team have full roof control because anytime he wants to, he can just get a kill, essentially.
Yeah. I don't think it's the sole factor that's caused MEN6 to win this by any stretch, but it's incredibly hard. You're playing a constant uphill battle if you're giving free rein to the other team's LA. You are putting your team at a disadvantage. LeFo holding this hallway area though, going back to maybe what they were doing more successfully with earlier in the round. Quad coming for an aggressive push out of Dubs. He's trying to chase down that kill on Toby. Hangju is doing the wall jump as well.
Look at this. A wall climbing flank.
Yep. 3 players for each side. Sup is coming above though. He's going to be able to get the angle on Hangju.
And again, he's uncontested up here, so...
Oh, Hangju runs back to the bus.
Yeah, he's leaving.
He's going back again. He's really coming up here a lot. Doing a little bit of damage and running. Quad does go down to Toby. Father Time left alone here in Hall. Oh no, he does have Charlie. Kind of a quiet lull in the action for a second.
A little bit, yeah. Here, LeFo was just holding in Hall.
Very heavy. Sup is on that big flank.
A 1-for-1 trades going out in server. Oh, but Hangju with the flank. Street, however, turns on him, manages to pick that.
Yep. Sup just coming in big. Because no contestation.
2 minutes left in the match. Scores are 199 to 116. Big push here. I think that's Catwalk in door 3. Looks like just door 3.
Zenora does get caught. That's a good pickup onto Zenora up on a catwalk. Maybe allow slightly more freedom to push door 3. Oh no, Father Time rockets himself. Senorus is able to pick up the kill really easily.
Oh no.
Oh. Crouch fight by Senorus and Quad. Quad does go down. Nearly gets traded out by Zilla though.
Street here doing a push down, but he's met
he
right away with Charlie, but kills him.
Hangju is going on this flank again. He's doing this jump flank on the side of Dubs.
I'm curious to see if he does just a little bit of damage and then leaves again, because it seems like that's been the play over and over again. He's just doing for the distraction play. Actually, he's holding up right now, waiting for his team. Maybe he'll actually commit this time.
Street is checking. Street is aware of the
Yeah.
fact that he's been doing this a lot. He's going all the way to Skinny.
Oh, that's
I
an
don't
interesting
think
play.
anyone's going to see this. I
No,
don't know
they
how
don't.
much use he'll get.
Oh, and he
He
goes
does.
down.
Oh, Street takes him before
Yeah.
he gets a kill on Toby. That's really unfortunate.
Sometimes you got to cut your losses on these flanks.
Yeah.
Some flanks are just too long. I'd say
Yeah.
that flank was too long.
I think that flank might have spent too much downtime
Yeah.
for maybe not as much payoff as we maybe needed
Not at
that
all.
flank to get. Charlie is here up on Catwalk. Zenora is waiting. He can hear him cloaking and uncloaking. Yep.
Oh,
Charlie
he
didn't-
does manage
didn't expect it,
Charlie there.
yep. I think just on the side of LeFo, we've just seen some slight disorganization.
Mm-hmm. That's what it feels like, yeah. It just doesn't feel like they're quite grouping up and timing things quite right.
Oh, an aggressive push by Sterners. He takes
Yeah, it goes
two.
in. Oh,
End of match.
Oh, he takes
There
three,
goes
but that
the
is the
time.
end.
scores came out to
MEN6
216 to
wins,
123.
216 against LeFo, 123.
Huge, dominating lead by MEN6 there. Fantastic plays overall the entire game.
Yeah, no, really well played by MEN6 there. I think they really exposed the flaws in how LeFo was playing really well. They really abused the fact that they let Sup on the roof on his own,
Mhm.
and just weren't really utilizing as much of the map as it felt like MEN6 was.
All right, so let's take a look at these individual scores. MEN6 at 216 net. Sup with a dominating 55 kills, 17
Yep.
deaths only, too. That is second to least deaths in the game and top frag of the game.
By a considerable margin.
Yeah,
as well.
that is a lot of kills, and that is really what happens when you allow one enemy LA to just have full roof control. But
Yeah.
more so, even what happens when you allow a good enemy LA to have full roof control? Because Sup is a well-known and a very good LA, and he had a dominating presence throughout the entire map.
Yeah, you really just the biggest thing to take from this match for LeFo is you cannot leave a Chak LA on his own.
No.
You have to put someone contesting.
Even if that player is just harassing, even if he's feeding a couple of points in at bare minimum, you won't see an LA go out and get 55 kills by the end of it. That was a dominating amount of kills there. For the rest of the players, we also have Toby at plus 13 net, 31 kills, 18 deaths, 71% HSR. We've got Zenora at plus 6 net, 31 kills, 25 deaths, 24 damage assist as well. Same with Billy, 23 damage assist, going -2 there, unfortunately. 26 kills, 28 deaths. Again, playing very close up with the Punisher. Street going at plus 5 net, 20 kills, 14 deaths, with 13 damage assists. And Sterner's 14 net, 39 kills, 25 deaths, 44% HSR, and a 16 damage assist. Overall, just a humongous amount of team play by MEN6, and it's shown by their damage assists. If we look at that and we compare it to LeFo, it's over double the amount of damage assists that LeFo had, which a lot of their players had single-digit damage assists. That implies a lot of the team play was really missing on LeFo's side.
Yeah, that's a lot of individual flanks and individual engagements taken rather than trying to stack up with the team as much.
Yeah. For the individual players, it's only Ziller that went net zero. Everybody else going double-digit negatives, besides Father Time, who was bold for a lot of that. 27 kills, 32 deaths, 78% HSR, who went heavy, and LA every now and again. But he was mostly their bolt. But yeah, overall, really dominating win there by MEN6. They flexed their knowledge of the map very, very well. They moved around it super quickly, and I think they really took advantage of the fact that LeFo just seemed to play individually a lot, not so much with each other a lot. That really did hurt them in the end, unfortunately. Hopefully they learn from this though, and they come into these next matches with a more newfound appreciation for maybe some team play, and as well as making sure their LA does not bail on the LA game, because you gotta make sure you stay up there. You cannot let that other LA have free reign. So it's still a pretty strong team, though. I do expect some good things out of LeFo coming up in the future.
Yep.
Let's see if we can get some captains. We got Billy,
User was moved to your channel.
and let's see here. Is it Ziller for team captain, or is it Charlie? I think it's Ziller, isn't
I think it's Zilla.
it? Okay, let's grab Ziller as well.
User was moved to your channel.
Give you the
Hello.
interview tag.
Hello.
All right, so for the men's 6 team, we have Billy for the captain. For the LeFo team, we have Ziller as captain. First of all, congratulations to the men's 6 team for
Thank
the
you.
win. I want to thank both of you guys for coming out and playing that. It was very fun to watch. Couple of questions. I want to start with LeFo, because I want to ask you about Hung Ju. He had a lot of these flanks where he went around and actually... he did like a little bit of damage, and then he just kind of left. Was the play there for like a distraction play to try and get Men6 to move off of where they were, or was it something else?
So going into this match, we already came in with the mindset of like just kind of nothing to lose. I think many of us were, pretty much everyone going in knew that chances are Men6 was gonna win this. So it was really just a matter of like experimenting and trying to see what can work, can we get a system figured out, stuff like that. But the majority of the time, Men6's timing was very on point. Anytime we attempted to push or try to hold down on something, they would push at multiple angles at exactly the same time with perfect cohesion, and we didn't really have much of a response to that.
Yeah, that's actually something I want to ask the men's 6 team. It seems like you guys had a
Mhm.
very active and kind of quick moving response for a lot of these pushes. Was that the plan going in, or is that just really how your team plays, just moving around the map very quickly, responding to things?
I think it's just that the players, all of our players have played Grims for such a long while that they're sort of used to it, as well as we played a lot of teams that really punished us for not doing it in the practice phase leading up to PIL. So I think that's something we got relatively good at.
It does show. You guys definitely did a really good job at those quick responses.
I do want to say though, LeFo had some crazy flanks, like dubs flanks, and just 2 people coming up our skinny side, and that we did not expect, and those did catch us off guard so badly.
Yeah, there were some crazy LeFo flanks. We actually saw a couple of times Skinny Door getting pushed while they were on the east side spawn. You do not see that very often.
Yeah, it was crazy, really. Those did definitely catch us off guard.
All right. Well, again, congratulations to the men's 6 team, and again, thank you for LeFo and men's 6 for both coming out and doing that match. Unfortunately, I don't have the schedule to show everybody, but I know there's another match happening in about 10 minutes. It's going to be streamed on this channel. Stay tuned. I think it's Monkey and Bagong that's going to be casting that one. I'm going to go ahead and throw this up onto Post Splash so they can get all their stuff.
RPN versus WFAT, by the
thank
way,
you.
if anyone's wondering.
RPN versus
Ooh.
WFAT. That's going to be fun to watch.
That should be good.
And after that, we have another match, which is TB Team versus Prey.
I think, am I casting that one? I think I might be.
Yeah,
casting
we're
that one.
casting that.
Yeah, that one's gonna be fun too. All right, so make sure you stay tuned to this channel. We're gonna just throw this up to a post splash screen, stop the stream, and then it's gonna be taken back up by Monkey. Stay tuned.
See ya.